Hey y'all, it's your girl Camille with Cooking with Camille. Today we're going to do a soup again today. We're going to do some cream of potato soup, cream of potato and bacon soup. And you're going to need, I got 2 cloves of garlic right here. Garlic. I got 1 onion. I'm going to use a half a thing of bacon. You use beef bacon or pork bacon. I got 8 large potatoes diced in chunks like this, big chunks. I'm going to use black pepper. I'm going to use some onion garlic pepper seasoning blend by Chef Carmen. I'm going to use some garlic herbs by Kingsford. I'm going to use some Greek seasoning blend from Chef Carmen, which this is garlic, black pepper, onion powder, dehydrated garlic, lemon, mint, and other secrets. I'm going to use Italian seasoning blend, parsley flakes, basil, and good old famous chicken base. Okay, so right now I got the water on boiling. So we're going to put our chicken base in there to get the flavor that you want. And y'all know how we do that. Just get a spoon and put some in there until you get the flavor that you want. If you get it too salty, then you know to add more water. Also, you're also going to need a half a cup of milk. Okay, I cut the bacon in half. So we're just going to get the bacon. We're going to cook it. Once you cook it, then you can crumble it up after it cools down. I'm only going to do a half a package. Like I said, you can use either pork, beef, whatever you want to use. It's your soup. Okay. We're going to brown it until it gets really good and brown. And then we're going to let it cool and crumble it up. Okay, we're going to keep stirring this to make sure we get our flavor first before we start adding our seasonings. I forgot to tell y'all to cut up 2 stalks of celery. I like celery. 2 stalks of celery. We're going to saute them as soon as the bacon done with the onion and the garlic to give it some good flavor. I also like to cut the leaves up with it. It gives us just like using fresh parsley and fresh basil. I use fresh celery leaves too because it makes it taste really good and season it really good too. So I'm going to cut the other one up also. So cut up. I like mine's a little thick. I don't like it too thin. I like it where you can taste it. I want to taste my vegetables in my soup. I want to say, That's what I want to say. So that's why I cut mine a little thicker. I am so sorry, y'all. I just dumped everything in the pan. So what you did was I sauteed the onions and the celery and the garlic all by itself. And I cooked the bacon by itself, and then I crunched up the bacon. And I put the potatoes in there so they could start boiling, getting soft. And I put all the seasonings I had in there. Let me get my paper so I can read it off to y'all what I did. So what you're going to do, you're going to use 8 large potatoes, chunk them, 1 medium onion, 12 slices of pork bacon or beef bacon, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of basil crushed. That's that crushed basil I had. Half a teaspoon of Greek seasoning, 1.5 teaspoon of chicken base or chicken broth, or until you get the flavor you want. Half a cup of milk or heavy cream, 3 tablespoons of flour, 2 stalks of celery, 2 cloves, garlic, 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and a half teaspoon of herb and garlic. And first of all, you're going to cook your bacon till it's crisp, set aside, then drain it and cool it. And then you're going to crumble it up after it's cool Then in your soup pot, which this is my soup pot, boil half a pot of water. I put it halfway. Water. Add your broth till I got my taste, and you know I got my taste. And then in the skillet, I melted a tablespoon of butter or margarine, whatever one you use. Add your onion, garlic, clove, celery until brown and saute it real good, which I did, which I was talking to my husband and wasn't paying no attention that I didn't have y'all on. And then add it to the pot of the chicken broth. Let boil for 10 minutes. Add the Italian seasoning, the garlic seasoning, the garlic powder, the basil, the Greek seasoning, pepper, onion powder, herbs, and then add your diced bacon. Then after boil for about 10 minutes, then add your chunky potatoes. Let that continue to cook. That's what's cooking now until your potatoes get tender. Cooking till potatoes are almost done. Then we're going to add our milk or our heavy cream and let it cook, continue to cook. And in a bowl, we're going to melt our butter and or margarine. And I'm going to add the flour and make a roux. And then add to our soup and get it as thick as we want it. And then let it just continue to cook for about 5 minutes. And then if you wanted to make it thicker, you just add your roux thicker. And then for color, you can also add carrots, like a can of carrots. You can add carrots, drain the carrots, and add the carrots to it also. Okay. So let's wait till these potatoes cook, and then we'll thicken it up. I am so sorry that I didn't. That's because I was talking to him. But this is what we do. Everybody make mistakes, but you'll figure it out. Look further down on the menus. I cooked potato soup once before. I just make it different every time I cook it. Y'all, I just taste this flavor. All these flavors in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, got such a good taste to it. Oh my goodness, y'all. Here, taste. Let me let y'all taste it. Can y'all taste it? I'll take it for you. How did Chef Carmen do? Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, while that's boiling, I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee. Okay, let's check to see is the potatoes getting done. Get a knife here. Oh, yes they are. They're getting there. So we're gonna let it go 5 more minutes, and we'll get that roux together. Okay, now you're gonna add like a cup of milk. I'm usually know what I'm adding. A cup of milk. And stir it. And then we got the butter going. I'm gonna get my flour going. See, when you do your roux, you don't want to make it too thick. You want to just enough to make it smooth. If it ain't smooth enough, then add just a little hot water to it. And if it's still not smooth enough for you, then you can add some more butter. See that how smooth that is? Then we're just gonna add it till our soup mixture, so you can thicken up. I like mine a little thick. You don't have to thicken it. You can leave it watery or soupy. I like mine just a little thick because that's why it's called cream of potato and bacon, because you want a cream. But you can use heavy cream or you can use milk, whatever you prefer. And then we're going to let that simmer for about 5 minutes until it thickens up. Our potatoes are done. We just want to thicken it up a little bit. Okay? You'll see how it's starting to thicken up now? That's just perfect. You don't want it real thick, but you want it thick enough where it can be creamy. Creamy like. Look at that. So we're going to let it simmer for about, let's go 5 minutes. And with the lid on it. Okay, y'all. The finishing touch. Look at this. Cream of potato and bacon. Look at that. It looks nice. Please like, share, and subscribe. Soup of the day. Cream of potato and bacon. Don't forget, if you if you comment Once a month, you enter into my contest and win gifts. Okay, try to do that. Look at that again. Cream of potato and bacon. Look at that close up. Beautiful colors. Y'all have a blessed day. See you later.